Recorded.
So I think all are able to see my screen right now, and my voice is
Yes.
also clear.
Yep.
Okay, great, fine. So as this is the first class, Mr. Ganesh and Shankar, yeah, they are both familiar with the ServiceNow part, like the very basic part. So anyways, I'm going to start from the basic level only. So like what is mean by ServiceNow, what are the advantages of the ServiceNow, and like what are the versions that has been released by the ServiceNow till now, and what is mean by instance, how to register the instance, and the user interface. And today we are going to see like very small thing like how to add the user, and then we can see the like training content what we are going to cover in the total training of the administration part and the development part for your better clarification. So okay, firstly let me explain you what is ServiceNow. So ServiceNow is a totally cloud-based ITSM, ITBM, ITOM platform which is growing exponentially in the space of the ITSM and the IT governance. Many organizations across the globe are of record for the enterprise ITs. There are a lot of advantages of using the ServiceNow platform, like it reduces the IT operational cost to improve the effectiveness and the efficiency. And this is ServiceNow is an excellent platform to develop the custom application as per the requirement of the organization or consider the business requirement of the customer. So basically, ServiceNow is a combination of the SaaS and a PaaS. So let me just show it here. So ServiceNow is a combination of the SaaS and the PaaS. So what is mean by SaaS? SaaS is nothing but software as a service. PaaS means platform as a service. So in the SaaS, it's like uh, the company which provides the softwares that are available via third party over the internet. And when it comes to the PaaS, platform as a service, hardware and the software tools are available over the internet. So it means that you don't require any software to install on the computer to run this service now on your system. What you just required is like the internet connection and the browser. That's it. You will be able to access the instance. So the service now is a combination of the both SaaS and a PaaS. A lot of versions have been released by the service now till now. So let me explain you about the versions here. So the first version is like Aspen, the second is Berlin, Calgary, Geneva, Helsinki, Istanbul, Jakarta, Kingston, Madrid. So this is the latest version. And the next version is going to be the New York, maybe. So this is the latest version and presently running in the market, the Madrid version. So these are the total versions that has been released by the ServiceNow till date, like Aspen, Berlin, Calgary, Dublin, Eureka, Fuji, Geneva, Helsinki, Istanbul, Jakarta, Kingston, London, Madrid. So here it is an easy way to remember these names. Like you can see all these names are something or somewhat related to the places. Like this, all the names are related to the places, and you can see all these are increasing in a alphabetical order, like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. So you can remember this in this way. So this is the latest version, and the total training is going to be on the Madrid version. So I'm going to show you how to get a Madrid version instance as well. Yeah, so in the Google, you can just type here as like a ServiceNow developer instance. So actually, ServiceNow is going to provide you an developer instance, the personal developer instance, where you can just practice it. You can explore the developments if you want to practice, and if you would like to explore the more and more about the ServiceNow, you can register for a personal developer instance and you can explore it over there. So anyways, I had registered an instance, so anyone can register it. So here you can see an option called register. Once you click on that link, you can see an option called register. So let me click it over here. So once you click on it, it's going to show you one of the form. So like you can fill up all the details and you can just sign up. That's it. So after signing up, you have to log in. So let me log in here. Consider I had registered. Then after that, we have to log in. So once you log in, your name is going to be appear over here, and here like you will be able to see an option called manage. So once you hover over the manage, you will be able to see an option called instance. So once you click on this instance, it is going to show you all the details of the instance. So if you don't use your instance for 3 to 4 days, it is going to go for the sleep mode. So that is what it went for. And this instance is like, if you continuously don't use the instance for 10 days, it is going to be deactivated. So whatever the developments you had did in this personal instance are going to be wiped out. So to, if you want to keep the developments whatever you are doing, you have to log in at least once in 9 days, so all your developments will be there. As this is the personal developer instance, so there are some restrictions. Beyond that, you can practice each and everything in this instance. Yeah, so it's live now. So If you had registered it for the first time, so you have to go for the manage instance and you will be able to see this. So this is here, you can see like my instance, and this is for the online symbol, and here you can see like Dave 75129. So this is nothing but it's a unique number for your instance. So for each and every instance that has been provided by the ServiceNow for the personal developments is going to have a unique number. So this is the unique number which is going to be available in the URL. Here you can see this is the URL of your instance. So once you click on this URL, it will redirect to the instance. So I had just clicked on that URL. So here it may ask the password as well. If it is for the first time, you have to set the password. So to set the password, if it is for the first time, here it's going to show you the password. So as this is my second time, so it's not showing that option. So let me enter the password in this. See, it's going to be visible in this green color. Yeah. So here the URL, once you click on this URL, it is going to redirect to the instance. So right now, whatever you are seeing, this is the home page of your instance. So this is the home page. So firstly, let us complete this part. And here you can see the build is there. Build is Madrid. That is nothing but the version. So presently, this instance is of the Madrid version. So if you just hover over it, it's showing some information. These are nothing but the patches. So for each and every version, after the releasing of that version, there may be patches. So for sure, they are going to release some patches as well, like after 1 month, after 3 months, like that. So from now, what ServiceNow is doing is like for every 6 months, they are releasing a new version. So maybe in next by July or August, they are going to release one more version. So for every 6 months, the ServiceNow is going to release the new version. And here you can see like remaining inactivity. As I had said you, if you don't use the instance for continuously 10 days, your instance will be deactivated. Whatever the development you had did, it will be wiped out. So to make it active, you have to do some activity on this instance by logging in. And here you can see like actions is there. So there are a lot of plugins in the service now. So if you want to activate one of the plugin, and consider if your company is using some of the plugins, and if you would like to add that plugin in your instance, you can activate that. Okay, let me show you that as well. So I had just clicked on that activate plugin. So here you can see a number of plugins are available. So consider here is the discovery, it's the domain support, ECCQ, event management, and all. So consider if your organization is using the orchestration, you can just activate it so that it will be activated on your personal instance. So by default, it will be not activated. So by default, there are some of the plugins which have been activated. The commonly used plugins will be activated. That is what the activate plugin is. And here you can see like remove demo data. By default, if you are getting the instance for the first time, they are going to provide some demo data just for the purpose of the understanding, so that the user can understand by seeing that demo data. So if you want to remove that demo data, you can remove that. Once you click on this, you can just remove that data. And this is nothing but the name itself says, like if you would like to reset the password, admin password, you can reset it, reset and wipe the instance. Consider you had used the instance for 3 months, and there may be some problem with your instance and you would like to reset it to the previous stage, so you can just reset it. And here is upgrade instance. Upgrade in the sense like already the instance is upgraded, the version, this is related to the version, so this is the latest version. So if your version is lower than the present version, at that time you can use this option upgrade instance, so that you can upgrade your instance version to the latest version. That is what it says. And here you can see like extend instance. Extend instance in the sense it's related to this remaining inactivity. So as max is 10 days, so this option is not available. So consider if it is like 5 days, 4 days, at that time once you click on it, again your instance will be extended for the 10 more days for the inactivity. And below to this you can see like FAQs, like if there are something related to the developer instance, you can just have a look over here. These are very basics, so I think I don't require to explain you all this. So but you should have an idea about the community, so let me explain you about the community. So I had just clicked on this community over here. So here you can see the ServiceNow community, where you can see a lot of developers are available around the world who are experts in the ServiceNow, and also the new developers who are very new to the ServiceNow platform. And if you have any doubts in future, consider if there is a task which is very complicated, at that time you can just post it in the community. A lot of developers are there, they are going to answer your question. It's like a total community base. So here you can see this, there are a lot of questions over here, and if you would like to search it for the particular thing, so you can just type here. So as of now you are familiar with the instance, so let us type here as instance only, and you can just search it. So it's going to display all the questions, all the records related to the keyword instance. Here you can see a lot of questions are there related to that particular keyword. So if you would like to apply the filters, here to the left side you can see the filters as well. So you can search for the particular information and have a look and help yourself by going to the community, or else you can ask the question to the experts, they are going to answer it. And from the ServiceNow itself, there are some dedicated developers who are going to answer the questions that have been posted in the community of the ServiceNow. This is just for your information so that it can be used further. Yeah, let us come back here. Yeah, yeah, that's it. So any doubts still here till registering the instance and going to the home page of the instance? Let me know if anyone is having any doubt till here. Okay, fine. Let me move forward. So this is the home page of the instance. I think some are familiar with the part what I had explained till now, but as this is the demo, so for sure I have to go it from the very basic level. So that's the reason why I had started from the very basic level. So now this is the instance, the home page of the instance. So let us see about the user interface, UI of this instance. So here you can see like this is the user interface 16, and there is a user interface 15 as well. So let us have a look for the user interface 15. So to switch it, here you can see an option called switch to UI 15. So let me show you that. So once I click on that, it is going to the user interface 15. Here you can see. So but max in the organization all are using the UI 16. So again, if you would like to switch to the UI 16, you can click on this switch to UI 16. It is nothing but just the user interface have been changed. So no worries about that. And in max of the organization, they are using the user interface 16 only. Very few organizations are still in the user interface 15. Very few. So let me explain you about this user interface here. So whatever the part I had snipped now, this is known as the header frame, or you can say as the banner frame. So in the banner frame here you can see like there is a logo of the service now and some text related to that. And to the right side you can see the name of the person who had logged in. So as by default it has been given by system administrator. So if you are from any company, if you had logged in the instance from the company's instance, at that time your name is going to appear over here. And here beside this you can see universal search. So as there may be like lakhs of records in the service now, so if you would like to search for the particular record, and if you remember or if you have noted the number of that record, you can just click on that option universal search and you can just enter the number and you can search for that particular records. And here is like it can be used for the conversation within the organization for the purpose of the charting within the organization members. And here you can see like this is like a help. If you would like to help yourself, there is a documentation that has been provided by the service now. So if you want to help yourself, you can just use this option. And beside this you can see one more option called this is a gear icon. So once you click on this, a pop-up will be generated. So this here you can see this all or nothing but these are the personal settings. If you are going to change anything over here, it is not going to affect any other users in the organization if you are the administrator as well. So consider if you had changed the theme of this instance, okay, so it's not going to change the theme of all the other users. So it has, these are like the total personal settings, you're changing it for yourself, this all. So you don't need to worry about all these options, we are going to see in detail for each and everything. So as of now I'm just explaining you the user interface, that's it. And so this is about the banner frame. And whatever you had seen like the logo in a real time, there may be a logo of your company in which your company you are working, and here you can see the text, whatever may be the text, you can just edit it and you can customize it totally. It is totally customizable. And here to the left side you can see the filter navigator. This is the filter navigator. Filter navigator is nothing but where you can search for the particular applications. Here in the filter navigator you can just type it and you can view all the modules and the applications that are there in this instance. Here you can see, so you can browse the particular application. Consider if you would like to go for the incident, you can just type here as incident problem, or if you had created any custom application or custom table, you can just type here, it will be redirected to that particular module. In this you can see like there are three options, three tabs. So one is if you click on this, it is going to show you all the modules and the applications which are present in this instance. Beside this you can see a star mark. Star mark is nothing but it's like favorites. Consider if you would like to make this business application as favorite, just click on the star mark and it will be available over here, business application. If you want to remove, you can just directly remove it from here. And beside this you can see an option for history, where you will be able to access the history that you had done previously. So this is about the filter navigator. totally filter navigator. You can just type here and search, and here you can see one icon arrow mark. So once you click on this, your filter navigator will be hidden. So here you can see it is hidden now. If you would like to expand, you can just expand it, the filter navigator. And here you can see I'm going to snip this part. This part is nothing but the content frame. Whatever the part I had snipped right now, this is the content frame. So whatever the development you are going to do, you are going to do it in the content frame itself, because the filter navigator and the banner form are fixed. So consider I had just type as incident. I would like to go to the incident. At that time you can see only the content frame is loading. If you click on new, at that time as well only the content frame is loading. It's not like total page is loading. So max it is going to be done in the content frame only. Not only incident, anything. Consider if you took the problem, okay? Took the problem. If you click on this create new, here you can see it's totally loading in the content frame only. So that is what the content frame, and whatever the developments you are going to do further, that will be in the content frame only, because the banner frame and the filter navigator are going to be fixed. It's not like the total page is going to be loaded all the time. So that is about the banner frame, filter navigator, and the content frame. So anyone is having any doubts over here?
Nothing from my side.
Okay, so everything is customizable here. Whatever you are seeing right now, everything is customizable. Like if you would like to change the color of this banner frame, you can change it. If you would like to change the color of the filter navigator, if you would like to change the text over here, text color, font style, everything is customizable. Okay, so now we are going to do a small task, that we are going to add one user in this instance. Consider in the organization a new user has been joined, and we are going to add that user. We are having the total details. Consider we are having the total details of that user, like name, email address, phone number, what is his designation, what is his role, and all details. At that time we are going to add it. So here you can just type here as user. So and you can just go to the option called users over here, and here you can see presently there are 605 users. So you don't need to worry. So as I had said you in the starting, by default it provides some demo data. So these are nothing but the total demo user, just for the purpose of the understanding. So but when it comes to the real time, if you are working in an organization on the service now as a developer, at the time the total users, you will be able to see the users who will be working in that organization. So now we are going to add a new user. So here you can see a option called new. So just click on this new. There are some shortcuts to directly jump to this form, but we can see that later. So here you can see this is one of the form which is by default. This form is by default, that has been provided by the service now, and everything what you are seeing right now, the particular fields and everything is customizable here. Whatever you are seeing right now, everything is customizable. So as of now we are going with the existing form that has been provided by the service now by default. So let us give the id as, and the first name let us give as, and here you can see the title. So you can just click on this option, and you are able to see some of the titles are available here, like the administrative assistant, chief executive officer, chief financial officer, chief technology officer. We can select the particular title which suits this user. So let us give the title as the id technician, or yeah, let us give it as the system administrator. That's just the title. And it's not like limited to, if you would like to add more titles in your organization, you can do that. That is also customizable, but we are going with the existing. So here you can see the department. So in every organization there may be a number of different departments like customer support, development, finance, HR, IT, product management, sales. If you would like to add a new department, you can add it. So for now, let us go with the IT department. And here you can give the password. If the user is just trying to log in the instance, you can just give the password, so that you can share this password with this user, with this new user, so that he will be able to access this instance. Here let us give the password if you want. And here you can see an option called password needs resets. Password needs resets is nothing but if you make this field as true, at that time once this user tries to log in for the first time, at that time it asks the user to reset the password to his own password, because the user may forget the password that has been provided by the organization, so that he can reset the password to his own password. I think you had seen this option many times. And here you can see and logged out. If you want to log this user, active in the sense this user is active or not. Email, if you would like to provide the email, and the language English. Calendar integration, if you would like to add this user to the particular calendar, you can just integrate it with the Outlook. And what is the time zone of this user? Multiple time zones are available. So in for the big organization, there may be the multiple time zones, so you can select the time zone which suits to this particular user. And what is the date format? What is the phone number? Business phone or like mobile phone? And if you have any photo, if you would like to add that photo of this user, you can add it. And you don't need to confuse why all these fields have been given. These fields have been given by the ServiceNow by default. If you want to use this field, use this. If you want to customize it as per your requirement, you can customize it. So you don't need to get confused why he had given the time zone, why he had given the calendar integration, why he had given the date format. You don't need to get confused. They had given by default. Consider if this instance is being used by one of the college. Consider one of the college. So at that time, uh, let us estimate how the fields will be. We can give one like user ID, first name, last name, and you can give us branch, particular branch, and who is the head of the department, what is the roll number, year of joining, pass percentage, fees, like this. You can add that kind of fields. So you just don't need to get confused why these fields are there here. So now let us submit this. You can remember the name as Sachin T. Okay, I'm going to submit this record. So here you can see an option called submit. Just submit this record. So the record has been submitted. A user has been created. Here you can see this is the list view. List view is nothing but where you can see all the users, and here this is the user which we had created. We didn't give any email, so it's empty. So here you can see it's Sachin T. We had created one user here. So after creating the user, you will be able to see some more sections below to this, like roles, groups, delegates, subscriptions, and manage subscriptions. Roles. If you don't give any role to this user, that user is considered as the ESS user. ESS in the sense employee self-service user. Let us have a look how the employee self-service instance is going to be visible. So to do that, as by default we are the administrator, we are having the total privilege over the instance. We can do anything. We can add the user, we can delete the user, we can give the roles, we can add that user to particular groups, we can restrict the users for doing particular activity. As we are the administrator, we are having the total privilege over this instance. So now what we are going to do, we want to see how this user profile is going to look. So just click on this and you will be able to see an option called impersonate user. It means that you can just have a look over the others users instance. Okay, so let us give here as, here you can see Sachin T. Once you click on this, now you will be able to see we are in the home page of the Sachin instance. The user interface is totally different. As I had said you, we didn't give any role. It means it is a self-service. So consider you had seen one of the table like user, right? So let us type here as user, but it's nothing available. He is not able to access how many users are there in the instance because it's self-service. He is restricted. He can't do that. That is what the role is. With the help of the roles, you can restrict the users what they will be able to access or how much privilege you would like to give to that particular user. So let us impersonate ourselves and let's go back system administrator, that is we again. Now if I type as user in the filter navigator, you can see how many modules are available. See here, if I just type here as user, this many modules are available. But when it comes to the self-service, nothing was available. So let us go to the same user and let us give him one role. For your understanding, let us give him one role. uh, yeah, let's give an ITIL role. So ITIL role, in the sense this user is going to have the 60 percentage of privilege over the instance. So to give a role, this is the user which we had created. So here you can click on roles and you can see an option called edit. So once you click on edit, you will be able to see the slash buckets. So these are known as the slash buckets to the left side and to the right side. So always remember, when you would like to add the particular options, it's going to be visible in the slash buckets in the service now. So to the left side, it is going to show all the records which are there in the instance, and to the right side, all the options that have been selected. So what we had selected right now, nothing. So it's empty. The slash bucket is empty. So whatever the role you would like to add, you can select it from here. If you would like to search for the particular role, you can type here. As it is first time, I'm just explaining you. Okay, so what role we would like to add? We want to add the ITIL role. So here you can see like ITIL admin. So whatever the role you would like to add, you can add it. So I'm going to add the ITIL. So either you can give a double click or else just click on this arrow mark, it will be added. If you click here, select that particular option, click on this arrow mark, it will be added, or else just give the double click, it will be added, and just save this. Now you will be able to see ITIL role has been added to this user. See here, ITIL roles. And now you maybe get confused. We had added only one role, but why it has added 10 roles here? So by default, in that particular role, all these roles have been added. So that's the reason all that roles have been added automatically. So consider you can also create one role and you can give the name as ABC, and under that ABC you can add this one ITIL role and some other roles as well, multiple roles, so that if you would like to give the 80 percentage of privilege to the user, like that, it's in the same way. That's it. So now we are going to impersonate to this user and let's see how it is. So this is that user, right? So here you can see the home page is also the ITIL home page. You can see. Now I'm going to type here as user. Okay, user over here. 1 minute. See here, you can see this is the list of the total users. You just don't need to confuse what shortcuts I'm entering over here. So later I am going to show you. So if I just enter to create a new user, so these are the fields to create a new user. Hope you remember that. So here you can see it is read only. I can't add the user because it's been restricted to add the user. Only the system administrator can add the user. It's not like everyone can come and do anything on the instance. There is some restriction. So that is what here. We can do it by roles. So let us go back to the admin role here. And let's go to that user table. So here we had added one role, and there are some of the groups in our organization. So if you would like to add it to the particular groups, the same thing, you can see the slash bucket here to the left side and to the right side, and these are all the groups which are presently there in the organization. So consider if you would like to add to the cab approval group, just click on that and add it. So the user will be added to that particular group, cab approval group. And if you would like to create a new group, you can create it from here itself. And beside this, you can see a section called delegates. Delegates is nothing but, consider if this user is not available for 1 month and he is only for 1 month, so at that time there may be some approvals for these users. For this user there may be some approvals. If he is not available, the task will be in the pending stage, all the work will be stopped. So at that time you can set one delegate. So when this user is not available, on behalf of this user, the delegate is going to approve. That is what the delegate is. Subscription is nothing but if this user had subscribed to anything like email notification or anything in the instance itself, it going to comes under the subscriptions. Manage subscription, if this user has subscribed, if we want to manage it, can manage the subscriptions. And you can access it from here as well, like groups. If you click on these groups, here you can see these are all the groups, nearly 35 groups. If you would like to add a new group, click on this new and you can add a new group. If you would like to go in depth, you can just click on that particular record and you will be able to see all the things. Here you can see group members who are there in this application development group. These are that 6 members, like this. And here you can see the roles. If you want to understand more about the roles, what exactly the roles, how do the roles work, so what you can do, you can just type here as roles. Okay, here you just type here as the roles, click on the roles here, and you will be able to see all the roles that have been provided by the ServiceNow by default. So max, these are the roles which are going to be used. So there may be some customized roles as well as per the requirement of the organization, but these are the roles which have been provided by the default. So consider here is the admin role. So if this is the admin role, it is going to give the total detail. You can just have a look over this. It means the total privilege over the instance. Agent admin means what they can do. Announcement admin means what. Antivirus admin means what. Antivirus admin can control antivirus scanning related settings and report. So if you would like to understand more about the roles, you can just go in this way. Lot of roles are there, and it's not like limited to, you can add the multiple roles as per the requirement. You can click on this new. So yeah, so this is how you can add a new user to the instance, how to assign him a role, how to add him to the group, and what is mean by the delegates and the subscriptions. So any doubts still here? Okay, fine. So this was the very basic thing to add the user and all. So in the further training, what we are going to cover is the total administration part and the total development part. So when it comes to the administration part, we are going to see about the like user interface, the total user administration, and the data management, how to manage the data, like how to import the data, like Excel sheet, how to import the Excel sheet, into the ServiceNow and service automation platform like knowledge management, service catalog, and what is mean by the workflows, how to create the workflows for the service catalogs, what is mean by the SLAs, reports, how to create the reports, policies, UI policies, UI actions. Here you can see, and the update sets that comes in the total administration part. And when it comes to the total development part, it's like how to customize the total home page, how to create the tables, how to customize the form is nothing but we had seen one form like user creation form, right? Like name, email, how to customize that form, how to customize the dictionary options, update sets, how to create the update sets, what is mean by the update sets, uh, scripting part, like we are going to see the scripting like client side scripting, server side scripting. Script include UI action scripts and the UI policies, how to create the workflows, service catalogs, importing the datas, and email notification, how to generate the email notifications over here, scheduled jobs, ACLs, and CMS as well. So these are all the topics which we are going to cover in the training part for the ServiceNow administration and the development. So each and everything what you are seeing, it will be in a practical way, as we had seen a simple topic like the users. So we had seen it practical, like how to add the user with example. So each and everything what you are going to be done, it's going to be done in a practical way only. It's not like only the theoretical part. So everything will be practical. So let me know if anyone is having any doubts. I think I'm done from my end.
Yeah, Mohammed, this is Shankar here.
Yes, Shankar.
Thank you for explanation.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a couple
Yes,
of things. One, so I see basically you're covering admin and development, right? And then
right.
I see there is another module or training session called scripting, and then that also has basically this some of the scripting
We are
modules
going to
that you
cover the
just went through.
scripting. Yes,
Scripting
yes. We are
also.
going to cover the, yeah, here you can see the fifth module in the development, which in
Mm-hmm.
which we are going to cover the scripting part, the client
Okay.
side scripting, the server side scripting, and the scripting cloud.
Okay. So does that cover also some of the API that comes with the service now?
Yes, yes, we are going
That,
to cover up here. You can see the APIs are there. So for the client side and for the server side, we are going to use that
uh,
APIs. Going to
okay.
explain you how to use the APIs. So there are like number of APIs. We are going to
Yep.
pick
Yep.
it up some of the APIs and going to explain you how to use that
Okay.
APIs in the service now by using the
Okay.
client
Great.
side script and the server side script.
All right. Great. So and then other part is basically, and then you said basically all the practicals will be done on the instance, basically the service now cloud
Exactly.
instance. Okay.
Yes.
So and then so you basically go through a certain project within overall context, or basically go example just randomly pick some example for one instance, like creating a table for different
Yes,
table, and
randomly.
then
Yeah,
okay,
randomly. Consider if it's something related to creating a table. So we are going to create one table in this instance
okay,
randomly. Yeah, on that
okay,
table we are going to add some data, and on the same table we are going to import the data from the Excel sheet. On that same table we are going to customize the form like
okay,
that.
okay, great. So, and then is there like any at the end of the admin and development
Mm-hmm.
training, is there any project or anything you basically give to uh, for the
Yes, yes, there
learn?
will be, yeah, there will be a small project that is going to be given to the each and everyone who had took the training. So once they had executed that project, they are going to receive the certification. The
Okay, okay,
certification is nothing but it's like the course completion certification. It
I
means
got
like
it.
it's not a official certification from the service, no. So for
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you have to write a exam and clear it. So that part is
Okay.
totally different. You can consult Miss Neelima for that details.
Okay, okay, got it, got it. So,
Yeah.
so probably a question for Neelima then, or probably it's not okay. So what I was looking basically, yeah, I think the certification helps.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, I would say anybody wanting to do service now, want to be in
Mhm.
the market, probably the best is to do these certifications, right?
Yeah,
Um, do you provide some kind of a mock questions and then
yeah,
some kind
that
of a
part you
training
can.
on the
Yes, yes. You can just discuss that with the Nilima regarding the certification
Okay,
part and all. She's having the
okay,
details of that.
okay, great, great.
Yeah.
So, okay,
Anything
that's
related to the training part and this particular content part, you can just let me know.
okay,
But
okay,
when it
great.
comes to the certification part, you can discuss it with the Nilima.
Okay, okay, great. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know, probably either you or Nilima. So this is the demo session, I know. And then
Mm-hmm.
do you have the schedule for the actual sessions already fixed
Yes.
or okay, okay,
Yes. Yes. It's going to start from Monday and the timing is going to be the same, 7:30 a.m. IST.
okay. And then for how long?
Daily 1 hour.
1 hour. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Got it, got
Monday
it.
to Friday.
Okay, got it. Great.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, I think that's it from my side actually. Thank you very much.
Okay, okay, great, Shankar. And what about Mr. Pawan, Ganesh, and Sunil?
Yeah, thanks, Mohammed, for this demo. I have small
Okay.
doubt. Uh,
Yes.
in Snow development, ServiceNow development,
Mm-hmm.
do we need to have the knowledge of any computer language?
Computer language. Yes, you should have a knowledge of the computer, basic computer. No,
I'm talking about language like Java, C, C++,
not Java.
likewise.
I'm saying about the JavaScript. You should have the basic concepts of the JavaScript. Then it will be very easy for you to understand the scripting in the service now, like what is mean by client script and the server side script. In that, we are going to use the concepts of the JavaScript. By using that concepts, there are some of the APIs, different APIs that has been provided by the service now. We are going to use that APIs in the scripting part by using the JavaScript concepts.
Okay.
So no worries. In the starting, we are going with the administration part. So while going with the administration part, there will be no scripting. So it will be very easy for you to understand the administration part. So while going with the administration part, parallelly, you can learn the JavaScript concepts. So it will be very easy for you.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah. So I'm going to show you how to learn the scripting and all. So till that, you can just grasp before starting the scripting part, you can just grasp all the concepts of the JavaScript. So it will be very easy for you to understand the scripting in the service now.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay. And anything else, Mr. Sunil?
Nothing from my side. I think I'm good.
Okay. And I think Mr. Pawan. Pawan, you there? I think there is some audio issue from Pawan's side. Okay, no worries. So yeah, you can just get back to Nilima and you can confirm as the class is going to start from Monday morning 7:30 a.m. So accordingly we can plan it.
Yeah, and then one final question from me. So,
Yeah,
how
sure.
long is the overall admin and development timeline?
It's going to take around like 25 to 30 hours.
Okay, okay, got it.
Yeah, it
Together,
totally
okay,
depends on the attendees and how much time they are
okay,
going to grasp all the things and all.
okay, got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So I think we can wrap it up over here. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Mohammed.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Shankar. Thank you, Sunil.